You don't need a six-figure salary to fix your finances. You don't need a lottery win or a rich uncle. You need 6 months, no more, no less. Because 6 months is long enough to actually change your habits, but short enough that you won't quit halfway through like every January budget ever made. Here's the part almost nobody tells you. The order you fix things in matters more than how hard you try. Do these 6 steps out of order and you'll spin your wheels for years. Do them in this order, and by month 6, your money runs itself. I'm Dev. I study money psychology for a living, and this is the exact system, month by month. If it clicks for you, subs below. Let's start with the month everyone skips. Psychologists have a name for what you're doing when you avoid checking your bank balance after a rough weekend. The ostrich effect. Your brain isn't lazy, it's protecting you from bad news. Problem is, the bill doesn't disappear just because you didn't open it. It just grows quietly in the dark. So month 1 is one task. Find your core 4 numbers.
Net income. What actually lands in your account. Fundamental expenses. Rent, bills, groceries, transport. The non-negotiables. Future you money. Whatever you're already saving or investing. Fun money. The leftover for things that make life worth living. You'll probably find something ugly. $800 a month in takeout, or a forgotten $200 subscription stack. That's the point. You can't fix what you refuse to measure. Track it for 30 days in whatever app or spreadsheet has the least friction. The best tracker is the one you'll actually open. By the end of month 1, you'll know something 90% of people never learn about themselves. Exactly where every dollar goes. That number is about to become your weapon for month 2. Month 2. Build a 1-month buffer. Say your fundamentals total $2,500. Your only job this month, save $2,500. That sounds brutal. It is a little. Humans are wired for immediate reward. Saving feels like loss even when it's the opposite. So reframe it. You're not cutting things out. You're buying yourself an exit from panic mode. Go all in for 30 days. Cancel what you don't use. Cook more. Pause anything non-essential. If a full month feels impossible, stretch it to 2. But be honest with yourself about whether that's a real constraint or just an excuse. Why this 1 month matters more than people think. Without it, a single car repair or medical bill puts you on a credit card at 20% plus interest. With it, you absorb the hit and keep moving forward instead of backward.
That's the actual difference between stress and stability. Not how much you earn, but whether one bad week can wreck you. And this is just the floor, because month 3 is where we go on offense against debt. Month 3. Kill bad debt, start the emergency fund. Most people try to pay off debt and save at once and stall out on both. Not all debt is equal. Low-interest debt, mortgages, most student loans, annoying, not urgent. High-interest debt, credit cards, personal loans, anything 8% plus, this is what's actually stopping you. Rank your debts by interest rate, highest first, and throw every spare dollar at the top of that list until it's gone. Then pivot to your emergency fund. 3 months of fundamentals if your income is stable, 6 if it's unpredictable. Don't freeze your whole financial life to hit the full amount. Build the first 3 months, then split your focus, which is exactly what month 4 is for. If your income is irregular, base your fundamental expenses number on your lowest typical month, not your average. This keeps the buffer honest instead of optimistic.
Month 4. Start investing while finishing the fund. Investing isn't something you graduate into after years of saving. The math rewards starting early far more than starting big. The system, in order. First, employer match first. If your company matches retirement contributions, that's a guaranteed 100% return before you've invested a cent elsewhere. Skipping it is leaving free money on the table. Second, tax-advantaged account. A Roth IRA in the US, a stocks and shares ISA in the UK. Same goal, keep more of what you earn instead of losing it to tax. Third, broad market funds, not stock picking. Most professionals can't consistently beat the market, so don't try to either. Index funds and ETFs spread risk across hundreds of companies at once.
One honest number here. The S&P 500 has averaged roughly 10% annually over the long run, but average hides brutal down years. 2008 saw a drop of nearly 40% in a single year. This is a decades-long game, not a get-rich-quick one. If you'll need the money in the next few years, it doesn't belong in the market. Split your money as you go. Start 70% emergency fund, 30% investing. Shift to 50-50. Then, once the fund is full, 100% goes to investing. You're never choosing between safety and growth. You're doing both, just in changing proportions.
Month 5. Increase your income. Every job should give you one of two things: a learning opportunity or an earning opportunity. Ideally both. If you're getting neither, that's your signal. Fastest lever? Switching jobs. If you've been in the same role 3+ years with no meaningful raise, you're very likely underpaid relative to market. Come to a negotiation with data, market rates, your results, specifics. If the answer's no, that's information too. Second lever? A side income. Freelancing, a skill you can sell, a small online offer. Even $200 to $300 a month compounds hard when it's invested instead of spent. Here's the real lever, with the math shown, not assumed. A $5,000 raise is roughly $350 to $400 a month after tax. Invest that every month for 10 years at a historical average return, and you're looking at meaningfully growing that into real long-term wealth. The exact number depends on the return you get, which is never guaranteed. The point isn't the precise figure. It's that raising your income and investing the difference compounds far faster than either move alone. Month 6. Automate and optimize. By the end of a long day, your brain defaults to whatever's easiest. Skip the workout, order takeout, ignore the budget. That's decision fatigue, and it's exactly why willpower is the wrong tool for long-term money management. Automation is: 1. Automate every bill. Rent, utilities, insurance, debt payments. No more late fees. No more credit score dings from forgetting. 2. Automate savings and investing. Pay yourself first before the money ever hits your everyday account. 3. Keep a separate account for daily spending. Once the automation runs, whatever's left is genuinely yours to spend, guilt-free. When it's gone, it's gone. Budgeting becomes a non-decision. Set a 10-minute check-in every quarter, not to redo the system, just to ask, did my income change? Should the automated numbers change with it? That's the entire maintenance cost of this system going forward. Here's the actual split 6 months from now. Most people will still be one bad week from panic. You'll have a 1-month buffer, no high-interest debt, an emergency fund either built or nearly there, investments compounding without you thinking about it, and income that's actively growing instead of standing still. The difference was never talent or luck. It's that you did these 6 things in this order, one per month, instead of trying to fix everything on January 1st and burning out by February.
If you want the exact spreadsheet template I use for the core 4 numbers from month 1, that's in the next video. And it's the one piece most people skip, then wonder why month 2 feels impossible. Subscribe if you want that next.